Gaming used to be weird, like genuinely weird. Before the billion-dollar esports tournaments, before streamers became celebrities, before kids were screaming into their microphones on Fortnite at 3 a.m., gaming was literally just two bars bouncing around on a screen. And somehow, that turned into one of the biggest industries on Earth. This is the entire history of gaming in 10 minutes. And trust me, gaming history is way crazier than most people realize. It all started back in the 1970s. And no, there were no RGB keyboards, no battle passes, no voice chat demons, just giant arcade machines. Back then, gaming wasn't something you did at home. You had to leave your house for it. Which honestly sounds fake now. Arcades became absolute chaos. People lined up for games like Pong, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Donkey Kong. And when Space Invaders dropped, it completely exploded. The game became so popular in Japan that people claimed it caused coin shortages. Imagine a game being so successful that the country basically runs out of money to feed the machines. Gaming was becoming serious. But then, everything almost died. In the early 1980s, the gaming industry completely crashed. And when I say crashed, I mean bad. Too many low-quality games flooded the market. Companies were releasing absolute garbage. No, seriously, that actually happened. People thought gaming was finished, but then Nintendo appeared. And this completely changed gaming forever. Nintendo released the NES, and suddenly gaming wasn't just surviving anymore, it was evolving. Super Mario Bros. Became iconic almost instantly. Kids everywhere suddenly knew who Mario was, and then came Zelda, Metroid, Mega Man. Gaming worlds were becoming bigger, more emotional, and more immersive. And Nintendo basically became unstoppable. But then another company looked at Nintendo and said, "Yeah, we want smoke." Sega entered the fight, and gaming officially entered the console war era. Nintendo had Mario, Sega had Sonic, and people treated this rivalry like actual sports teams. School arguments became brutal. Kids were genuinely defending consoles with their lives, and honestly, nothing has changed. But while Nintendo and Sega were fighting, another company quietly entered the room, Sony. At first, nobody really expected much. Then the PlayStation released, and gaming changed again. 3D gaming exploded. Games suddenly felt cinematic. Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Final Fantasy VII. Gaming stories became deeper, darker, more emotional. And then, Sony dropped the PlayStation 2, which became the best-selling console ever. Gaming was officially mainstream now. But then a giant green X appeared. Microsoft entered gaming with the Xbox, and suddenly, Halo happened. And gaming was never the same after this. Halo didn't just become popular, it changed multiplayer gaming forever. LAN parties became legendary. People dragged giant TVs and consoles to their friends' houses just to scream at each other in split-screen matches. And honestly, that era was magical. Then the internet became faster, and online gaming exploded. Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft. Gaming stopped being something you only did with people beside you. Now you could compete with the entire world, which also meant the internet discovered toxicity. Voice chat became a war zone, and somehow that became part of gaming culture too. Then esports appeared. At first, people thought competitive gaming was a joke. Now, esports arenas fill up like actual stadiums. Players became celebrities. Prize pools hit millions. Gaming had transformed from a hobby into a career. And then came one of the biggest moments in gaming history, Minecraft, a game that looked unbelievably simple. Blocky graphics, no realistic visuals, no insane mechanics. And yet, it became one of the most important games ever made. Because Minecraft wasn't just a game, it became creativity itself. People built cities, computers, entire universes, and YouTube gaming content absolutely exploded because of it. Suddenly, kids everywhere wanted to become creators. Gaming content was evolving fast. Then Fortnite arrived, and the internet completely lost its mind. Fortnite became bigger than just a game. It became culture, dances, concerts, crossovers, memes. Everyone was playing it. Even people who didn't play games somehow knew about Fortnite. And this was the moment gaming fully merged with internet culture. Then streamers entered the spotlight. Kai Cenat, iShowSpeed, XQC, Jinxie. Gaming wasn't just about playing anymore. Now people watched other people play. Which honestly sounds insane when you think about it. And yet, millions of people tune in every day. Because gaming became entertainment itself, entire communities formed around streamers, moments became memes instantly. One funny clip could take over the internet overnight. Gaming had evolved from pixels on arcade machines into one of the biggest entertainment industries on Earth. And now, we're entering another completely new era. AI. Games are becoming smarter. NPCs are starting to feel real. Graphics look almost identical to movies. Some games already feel terrifyingly realistic. And honestly, we're probably still only at the beginning. Because gaming keeps evolving, every generation says, gaming can't get crazier than this, and then somehow, it does. From Pong to massive online worlds, to streamers becoming global celebrities, gaming became way bigger than anyone could have imagined. It became memories, friendships, competition, stories. For some people, gaming literally became their childhood. And the craziest part? The next chapter of gaming history is being written right now, by us. Gaming started as a tiny experiment. Now it's one of the most powerful forms of entertainment ever created. And somehow, it all started with two bars bouncing on a screen.